If you've been paying attention to Cardano on-chain metrics, you may have noticed an ADA supply shock is in the works, especially now Binance running out of ADA. In other news, the Ethereum merge delayed. What does it mean for crypto? What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Thank you for coming by. Let's just jump into the video. This is Cardano on the daily chart. I'm not going to really break down charts in this video. I'm going to wait a little bit later today. This is a daily candle testing just above the 50-day moving average, bouncing off of this Fibonacci channel of support that we see here. I want to see how this plays out. It's I feel like too early just in the day to do a video on this, but I want to talk about some other things. Cardano supply shock, Cardano in general, Ethereum and what just happened with Ethereum and its merge and the delay of the merge anticipated for June, now looking like it's going to be in the fall. So let's do this. Let's break this down right now. And I kind of want to start here with this article. Cardano's annual interest rate spikes to 54% as Binance running short on supply. So we scroll down, we can read this article, just a few pieces of it. It tells a very, very big story. And by the way, everybody, get your Cardano off exchanges. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. One of the biggest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world, Binance, is reportedly short on its supply of Cardano as investors are moving the coin away from exchanges and using it in alternative decentralized solutions and wallets. And I might add, Cardano holders, not only are they holding, and there's on-chain metrics data that we're going to look at to show this spike, but they're staking. They're staking off of exchanges. And if you're not doing that, you should be. And I'm talking if you're on Binance, if you're on Coinbase, get your ADA off those exchanges. Why does exchange increase the interest rate? Here we go. Binance's staking feature is created to control the supply of various cryptocurrencies on the platform as the outflow trend is still on the market since 2021. Whenever the exchange's supply is running short, it uses various techniques for attracting more funds to their wallets. So very simple. It's a marketing technique to get people to stake with them because the rates are, they're high. With Binance, the platform offers a relatively high interest rate for anyone who deposits their ADA coins. Compared to stablecoin staking, which offers around 10% APY, the rate of 54% is considered significantly higher compared to the average market offering. And you can see you're basically able to go lock in your ADA on Binance for high rates, and they're doing it because supply is running low and they need ADA on their exchanges. This is a supply shock. This is one facet of a supply shock, and we're seeing it with Cardano. And I think a lot of people say Cardano has got so many tokens, there's no supply shock, but it doesn't matter how many tokens there are. If accumulators are accumulating and holding, there's going to be a supply shock. And especially if accumulators and holders are taking their ADA off exchanges, that's going to lead to a supply shock. And we go to on-chain metrics and we know the holders are holding. We see it. We've been tracking this graph. Look at this green line alone. This is 1 to 12 month. They're called cruisers. 1 to 12 month holders. Addresses by time held. Look at that green line. Continues to rise. Holders are holding, everybody. And if we look, and let me actually, I need to move this over a little bit. If we look, the blue line, hodlers, 1+ year, also on the rise. The traders in orange, obviously it fluctuates. They're traders, right? But the ones we really want to look at, 1+ year and 1 to 12 months, both on the rise. So holders are holding, they're getting their ADA off the exchanges, and exchanges are kind of in this supply shock. I think Cardano is obviously down, and I think there's a ton of manipulation from on the charts, right? But also just from a social sentiment perspective and just social perspective, there's a ton of manipulation surrounding Cardano. A lot of people, a lot of big players, I don't think like Cardano, and I think we're pretty confident in that. So it's being suppressed, and I just think that can only last for so long, especially when we see things like what we've seen recently with Grayscale, launching their Ethereum smart contract fund with Cardano, a huge allocation in that. I think this is just getting started, and this is just my opinion. I just think the supply shock is kind of becoming very evident as we see things like this happening with Cardano. And we can scroll down, and there's other data here. If we scroll down and we look at the retail allocation concentration, and just look at it in blue, or I'm sorry, in orange, look at the retail accumulating, right? So this to me illustrates in a different way the hodlers that are hodling in the graph below, but also the retail investors that are buying, but also taking their coins off of exchanges and holding. And you can just see that on the rise there. And the concentration. I mean, crypto, in terms of crypto, Cardano is the crypto of the people. And this is a perfect illustration of that. Look in green, the whales. Look how this has just squeezed into such a small fragment on this graph compared to retail. Retail is a huge portion of who is holding Cardano. And I just, with where Cardano is and what's getting ready to happen on the network, the growth that's happening, the Vassal hard fork coming up, and the scalability, the governance, all of these things being worked on, things coming to completion in so many ways, projects just now starting to come online. We're so early stage in DeFi and total value locked. I don't think holders are going to stop holding anytime soon. So that's that, right? And then I want to pivot over here. So Charles Hoskinson tweeted this a little bit ago. He said, of course, the crypto media is always fair and balanced. And he's being sarcastic here, obviously, but he's replying to this tweet from Chris O, who said, bullish for Cardano. I wonder, though, if this missed timeline will be as equally criticized by crypto Twitter. ADA has been throughout its rollout. So Cardano obviously had its rollout of smart contracts and multiple other technical rollouts, right? And crypto Twitter and crypto media in general, just such a hard time thrown at Cardano through all of these things. And Cardano really wasn't even that delayed at all in terms of any of these huge upgrades and smart contracts coming online and all that good stuff. But it's all in relation to this because Ethereum merge is delayed. And here it is. Tim Bako confirms delay in Ethereum merge, says update not likely until the fall. So I want to frame this in a certain way. So going back to Charles' tweet, the crypto media is always fair and balanced. That sarcasm, it's not. We all know it's not. But I want to say this. As a Cardano holder, as just a crypto person, as crypto people, we can be fair and balanced. I never have anything bad to say about Ethereum. Obviously, I like Cardano way more than Ethereum. There's, I think the technology is better. I think it has way more upside. So many different things. But I'm rooting for Ethereum. I'm rooting for Ethereum investors. I'm rooting for the success of crypto in general. I don't want to see big projects fail. I don't want to see, especially something like Ethereum, I don't want to see it fail. But it's a perfect illustration, Ethereum merge no longer expected in June, of one thing. Crypto and the technology behind it is so massive, right? There's so many different layers from an infrastructure side of things and so many different technical things that need to happen that there's just delays. It doesn't matter what crypto it is. There's just going to be delays. And I think that's just one thing we should just maturely understand and accept, right? Doesn't matter what crypto. And when it happens to another crypto, we don't have to hate on it, but we just say, okay, like that's normal. This is crypto. This is like fast-paced innovation here, right? Learning as we go, really. Like Ethereum merge, that really hasn't been done, right? They're trying to figure it out. So according to Ethereum core developer Tim Bako, the network's much anticipated shift to proof of stake might not come until the fall. So the merge signifies Ethereum's shift to a proof of stake mechanism for securing itself, right? And the update from Bako comes after Ethereum passed a major milestone on Monday with the first successful shadow fork of the Ethereum mainnet, amounting to a dry run of the network's upcoming shift in consensus mechanisms. So pretty cool that they had a nice milestone on Monday with their shadow fork. But obviously the Ethereum merge delayed. It's really big crypto news. I'm not going to spin it in any negative way. Things get delayed, everybody. My point is this. At the end of the day, as crypto holders, I really just think we should be supporting each other. It doesn't mean we have to be invested in other projects. It doesn't mean we have to be like nonstop talking about them, but we shouldn't want to see others fail. We shouldn't want to see other projects fail. We shouldn't want to see other investors fail. It's ridiculous, and it's so tiresome seeing on Twitter and YouTube everybody's just arguing with each other. So Ethereum merge delayed. It is what it is. I'm sure they're on track, right? Eventually, they're going to make it happen. But it really is an illustration of why I'm so bullish on Cardano as well, right? That's a data point. Ethereum and its delays with its staking. The fact that Cardano, in my view, has the best staking, and these are just some very small reasons, right? I guess they're big reasons why I'm very bullish on Cardano. And now, with the evidence of supply shock underway with Cardano, Binance not having enough ADA, running short on supply, makes me even more bullish. In regards to ADA, in regards to Cardano, leaving your Cardano on exchanges, just get it off exchanges. I guess this is not financial advice. You can do whatever you'd like, but it's better, in my view, to have your ADA off of exchanges. It's better, in my view, to have your crypto off of exchanges. But stake with a stake pool operator. There's a video below. You can stake with CCV. We have multiple pools. Most of you probably know about it. Many of you are staked with CCV. I appreciate you so much as we grow the pools, as we grow the business. If you're someone out there and you want to support a smaller pool, I always am talking about WEQNT, or as much as I can talk about it. Danishi over there, he's a single pool operator. Stake with him. Find a pool that you want to stake with. Get it off your exchanges. Get it off the exchanges and stake your ADA. And I think so many of you out there are a piece of this graph right here that we're looking at, that we track, right? Scrolling down, the cruisers, the holders, so many of you are a part of that story, and it's really cool to track it. Supply shock, only a matter of time, in my opinion, as we look at the weekly zoomed out Cardano chart. It's just, in my view, it's just getting ready to happen. Of course, there's always more downside. Who knows what these markets are going to deliver to us in the shorter term. In the long term, I'm very, very much bullish. Again, we're going to see how this daily candle ends up and kind of see what happens in the next 7 to 8 hours, and then maybe do a video tonight. But wanted to do this video about all of these things. Hit the subscribe and like. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.